Okay, here we go with the Atlas Kato type motors. What I have to do to get these apart, short of a miracle. This one more time here. It never gets old, I'll tell you. You think you got it all figured out, and then they come out with a new one. Okay, anyway. So it's just like the Atherns, pretty much. You just, put it up, you're loading it up on the, oh boy, loading it up on the puller. Let me get this one here. This is just one of those things, trying to do it with my arms fully extended, trying to get around this camera. Okay, there we go. And, oh yeah, everything costs money, so the more stuff I do to try to make these things work for different motors, the more it costs me, the more it costs you. So everybody's, pounding the drum, the war drum, because it costs money. Hey, look, it costs me money, okay? Come on. And it costs me more money every time I try to do more with it to make it work for more people. So, there you go. But anyway, so you get it loaded up, and then you take something like this. Say, I just modified this. I just took a cheap Dremel and then, cut that slot out with the cutting wheel. That's why this is listed as a adults only type video. It's not really for children. Anyway, so you put it up into here. If you can't get it off with the press without you doing it, you get this thing as tight as you can get on your flywheel, which has already started coming off. And these Atlas Katos are 1.8 millimeter shafts. The Atherns are a 3 millimeter shaft. I have to use these inserts to keep the drift lined up, or the press rod lined up with the motor shaft, because you want to press on the motor shaft. That's what you're pressing on. You're pushing the motor shaft that way, and the puller is pulling on the flywheel in this direction. And still not a cinematographer, I tell you. And you get it on there, tight as you can get it. I've had these off, and I just used CA glue to put them back on. And I drilled these flywheels out to 2 millimeters instead of 1.8 millimeter, which is what they were. I have to do that because if you don't do that, you're just going to bend the motor shaft on the motor you're putting the things onto. Anyway, so I take this thing, my little pry bar here, and I'm prying on the motor. Oh, and look at that. You see that? And I just pry it up against the angled part here. You lovely little darling, you. I love you. Anyway, so a rather good idea, right? So now these flywheels, the Atlas ones, have a different size hole in them, access hole, for me to get, to try to force my way through here. So, there we go. So what I've done is I made this sleeve. Now this is the basic one for this flywheel that I just took off of this motor. Alright? But now I've got another Atlas Kato motor, which they have lovingly made a different size flywheel access hole right here. Okay? So in order for me to get into it, well, that's a different one. Sorry. Excuse me, that was a line or something. I forgot what that was over there. Anyway, so I picked up the wrong motor. But anyway, here we go. Here's another Atlas motor. And if you look at these motor shafts, they stick up. Okay? They're not like Athearn, flush or almost flush and down inside the flywheel. They're actually poking out a little bit, like, an Audi belly button. So anyway, in order to get this one, I have to just put these sleeves in here like this. Okay, and it's like Russian nesting dolls. Okay, the smaller one fits inside the next size, and the larger, and the next size larger, that one fits in, and so on and so forth. And then I've had to put those two sleeves in, and then I take the same sleeve I was using, insert that into there, like that, and then, grab my trusty, crusty washer here, and hopefully that's going to fit underneath there. Let's see. Yeah, okay, and slide that on there, and then slide this whole sucker into, let's see if we're going to be able to get this on there the way I want it to. Okay, and if you can't do it that way, and I think I can, there we go, then you can also take and slide this on the puller without the washer. If the flywheel's large enough, it's just going to go right on there anyway. And so you can do it that way instead. So we can get this on there without being a jerk. There we go. And so on and so forth. And let's see, or so and so, whatever. And of course we got to pull this back out again. And this looks crooked, but it actually moves around when you're using it. So I think I got that up in there now. I'll have to pull it out with pliers. So you can, you can see just by moving it around a little bit, it goes right back to where it's supposed to be. But you have to use these guides, excuse me, in order to come off camera again. There goes the washer again. Okay, well, I don't know, I'll do it without the washer maybe, I don't know. So, yeah, I better put the washer in there. So I've had these off, like I said, and they're both 1.8 millimeter motor shafts. I drilled them out to 2 millimeters and then glued them on with CA glue. And so anyway, get this down in there. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I already took that one off. There we go. Anyway, so that's what you have to do. Bingo. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Boy, I'm having a good time today. Anyway, that's the video, okay? I don't know if you know what this is. I don't know where I even got this from. I think I got it with a box load of parts I got from somebody that I bought HO scale, truckload of spare parts or something. It might be something from something else. I have no idea. Anyway, it almost looks like a spoke wrench for a bicycle, except for now the slot's too big. I've got some spoke wrenches, so I don't have to worry about this not working. But if anybody notices the price on my pullers with all this spectacular new additional modification and whatever are up to like what have I got, 60 bucks, okay? So I'm going to go find some of these and include these and cut them out and include these with the kits here shortly. Might take me a week or so, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and upload this video because I just love doing this wonderful Hollywood cinematography for everybody. And you guys have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for your interest, your reconsideration, the time you spent listening to me dribble on, and have a wonderful, fun hobby day. Bye-bye.